All right, by a wide margin, it was our coldest morning of the season so far this morning. Some local temperatures flirted with 0 in a couple of spots, especially over in Lawrence County. 1 degree this morning in Newcastle. We had some other local thermometers around 2 or 3 this morning. We set a record low at the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport, and this is the first time we've been in the single digits so far this season. We actually dropped down to 6 just before midnight last night and stayed around 6 just after midnight. The official low this morning was in fact 6 degrees. Now, the earliest such occurrence of our first single-digit lows on record, that was back in November of 1933. It got down to 8 on the 16th day of November, but early December is pretty early in the season for this type of cold. We have a clear sky overhead this evening. It's cold, but not as cold as this morning. This is our Briarfield Healthcare Center's weather camera overlooking a busy Eastwood Mall this evening. Temperatures in the mid-20s, and it's not going to be as cold tonight as last night, but over the next few hours, temperatures will drop fairly quickly with this clear sky that we have right now. We'll drop out of the 20s into the teens before the evening is through, and then temperatures will start to rise again later on tonight into tomorrow morning. We have that clear sky for now, but clouds will build in closer to midnight tonight, and not a lot of sunshine in our weekend forecast this time around. So temperatures again bottoming out over the next handful of hours. It'll be closer to 22 or 23 as many of us head out the door tomorrow morning. Speaking of tomorrow morning, we should have a sea of clouds as Saturday gets underway. There could be a passing flurry, but most of the time it's just going to be cloudy and uneventful to kick off the weekend. This will be the better of the 2 weekend days by a small margin anyway. It's not exactly a great day. It'll be colder than average by almost 10 degrees tomorrow afternoon, but at least we'll flirt with the freezing mark. We're going to flirt with the freezing mark again on Sunday. The difference is, with a weather disturbance heading our way Sunday, there could be a little bit of snow trying to break out in the afternoon, but I mean a little bit. We're not talking about much at all. And in the wake of this system, a cold day on Monday, colder than the weekend. We won't be flirting with freezing on Monday. We'll be stuck in the 20s on Monday. Our models here in very good agreement that any weekend snowfall will be very minor, probably well under an inch. Best chance for maybe a candy coating in some spots will be Sunday afternoon. Let's talk about the longer range. It's been very cold so far in the month of December. Here's today's medium and long range outlooks. The temperature maps at the top and the precipitation maps at the bottom. On the far left, that's the 6 to 10 day outlook. It is a very cold weather map for the eastern U.S. Still pretty cold is the outlook for the 8 to 14 day period. Now, weeks 3 and 4, as we get a little bit closer to Christmas and New Year's, the pattern may not be quite as cold, but that's kind of a low confidence thing at this point. There's a chance we'll see a somewhat more hospitable pattern during the tail end of the month, but I wouldn't bank on that just yet. We're going to have more long-range updates, I should say, as we get a little bit closer to the middle of the month. But in the meantime, the next 7 days, Madison, all cold, although one day, Wednesday, may be warm enough that we may see a few raindrops on Wednesday as we get up into the upper 30s. But other than that, we're going to have a hard time getting above freezing most of the time for the next week.
Yeah, pretty cold on repeat. And hopefully everyone at the parade right now is all bundled up. It looks like they are, so that helps. It's cold, but
at least it's not windy, and it could be a lot worse.
It could be worse. All right, thanks, Eric. Next on 21 Sports, the